Welcome to GameBreakers. My name is Thomas. I'm here with Allison, Diamond, and her wall of hair, and David, and we are continuing A Bard's Tale.
Into the sewers!
Into the sewers today to track down the source of the taint.
It was the little on this end one, so when you said it wasn't just taint, it was taint.
Taint.
It's a really long taint.
Oh goodness, we're adults, I swear.
Anyway, so when last we left our intrepid heroes, you had just checked out the destruction at Pervius's house.
Mm-hmm.
He had been dragged. There were signs of a scuffle, and you tracked the goblin stench to a sewer opening that had recently been readjusted. I believe was where we left things. Were you guys stealthing at all? Were you sneaking through the streets, or was it just a mad dash? Were you going slow and steady? I know Stan got lost once.
I was not stealthing through the streets.
I don't remember making any rolls like that.
Mm-mm.
I think that Struana also is pretty sure that this is just like, whatever. Just go. Whatever. Somebody killed him. Maybe a bad Sherlock Holmes mystery. Like, I've read this story so many times. Is where she's at.
Now
Okay.
you're living it.
It's well beneath your passive perception to see torchlight coming your way. Actually, it's a lantern. And you hear, "Oh, you there?"
Well, you're leading, dude. David.
Oi!
Oh,
Good evening.
I don't talk to people.
Right?
Hi.
It always goes poorly when I talk to people.
I don't suppose you think you're going in there. Hmm?
What's
I don't
down there?
recognize you from the fraternity.
What? No, the
You're
word you
not
said, unless I couldn't hear you.
You're not technicians, clearly. So, I see you in an unusual part of the city. What brings you here this time of night?
We're investigating a murder on behalf of the library.
Murder, you say? Of
Well-
whom?
Whatever his name was. La la la.
Disappearance.
Yes, but murder sounds better.
You have evidence of this? I've heard of no bodies found. One would think I would know it before. What were your names again? Yeah, may I see your paperwork?
We didn't say investigating. We didn't say accusing.
I've heard of no such crime. Do you have an actual?
Well, aren't you lucky that we have an investigation open then, if you haven't even heard of this crime?
A disappearance. That's a different matter altogether. He gets to the back of your sheet. Actually, the guards know to check the back first. And he sees the letter of mark from the library. Like, a library matter then. Well, everything seems official here, and he starts writing out. So, have you spoken with the technicians?
No?
Oh. Well, they maintain the sewers. It's very dangerous down there.
We're no stranger to such things.
You weren't even gonna rhyme it? Come on. We're no strangers to danger.
That seemed a little too cheesy.
Yeah.
But it was my first choice, I won't lie.
Points for catching it before you said it.
He continues with all your paperwork. Entry into the sewers, guard approved. Well, their office is closed, but they probably have an attendant on duty. What did you say is bringing you specifically to the sewers?
Well, it appears that someone or something came from the sewers to the house of the disappeared alchemist Pervius, and my sentence structure was better before I had to rebuild it.
Clearly a Sith Lord. Pervius.
Yeah.
There's a clear trail from his house to the sewers, which we're following in our investigation.
Interesting. I walk this beat every night, and I have seen and signed the paperwork for Pervius going in and out of these sewers multiple times. Why? You think it was involuntary this time? He pulls out a book that doesn't look like it should fit in the bag it came from, and how long ago would you say that this happened?
This is me looking at you, Click Clack.
How long ago did this happen?
Yeah.
If I remember right, you hit like a natural 20 on your first check. So it was at this point about 13 hours. It was just before dawn.
13 hours, 12 minutes.
He like flips through chunks of pages at a time, and it doesn't look like either side of the pages is getting any thinner. And gets to starts going line by line.
Can we see your identification?
Oh, he's wearing. He's clearly a guard. He's wearing all the halberd and the Order of Cuthbert.
I have
Nice try,
played random assassins in various games. You just kill someone and put on their armor. Come on.
He looks at your paperwork. Oh, I see you're from out of town. No one may wear this safely but a member of the Bastion.
Okay, thank you.
It's a good thing to know. It's not necessarily in the orientation books. And he goes back, so I see...
I'll like whisper to Stan, they have orientation books?
There's a gapping
Orientation book.
It's
Sounds like I grew up here. It was just something you learned at school. I see a gap in coverage this morning. There was a fire at a bakery. The guard was called away. It seems like you might be onto something. He closes the book, sets it back. Well, you have clearance to enter. I've recorded your passage. It's dangerous if you don't know what you're up against. I would suggest consulting with the technicians before entering the sewers. I'm bound to make that suggestion to anyone who wants to enter. But it's a free city. You do what you like.
What sort of dangerous things, when you said they're dangerous, how do you mean specifically? Or at least what have you heard?
Oh, what I've heard of those that come in and out, besides goblin lairs, some of them work for the technicians. They use creatures to manage the waste, as I understand it. I don't know all of them. I have heard of issues with gelatinous cubes. They're all
Like
over the
globs or beholders.
Nothing actively hostile. Although the thieves' guilds are known to travel through the sewers.
They're usually actively hostile. Just when they get caught.
Not to you.
Literally a hive of scum and villain.
We have a different sort of relationship there. Is there anything else I can help you with?
So the direction of the technician's location is that way?
Oh, yes. He points to a sign like 3rd Street, round the first bend, large building on the left.
Thank you very much.
Good man. Thank you. He'll shake
Up to help. Happy to serve. Do make it a point to check in with me before you actually enter for the logbook.
Always
Okay.
a lot.
All right.
Okay, guys. I think we should go talk to the technicians if for no other reason than they're employing goblins. Hey!
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do goblins accept gold as payment? Or are they more like food-based interest?
They usually attack and then you end up fighting and killing them. There's not a lot of like parlay.
Yeah,
How do
I thought we said they hired them though.
Although, when you loot the bodies, they often have coins on them.
That's true.
So they trade with somebody.
They're small and they're sneaky. That.
Or just like,
They squish easy.
why did you look at me when you said that?
Can I roll for knowledge of goblin culture? As it
Under
is,
what auspices?
Vulture.
right? I'm figuring that out. 1 second. History?
That would get you more a look at. I'm just going to call it a straight intelligence check. I can't think of a knowledge that would give you goblin culture off the top of my head. I mean, I'll take a look at it in the book, but
So that's 13.
that's not bad. They tend to be tribal. I mean, they are vicious. They fight constantly amongst themselves. Like when goblins are dangerous, it's because someone stronger than them stops them from fighting each other and gets them to fight you. That's really what's dangerous about goblins. Is once they stop fighting each other, there's a million of them.
Okay.
But they're crafty. You know, they're known to favor traps.
Okay.
Good thing we're all rogues. Oh wait.
Oh, the thing that I put on your wall earlier, David. Let's get dangerous.
Yeah.
All right. Then, unless anyone has any objections,
To the technicians.
to the technicians.
All right. You follow the directions. You get there easily. There's signs. And the building is clearly one of the district's official buildings. And you see there are many offices housed here. Amongst them, like in the bottom, actually, like it's in the basement of the building, is the a moment while I pull up the notes because it's a fun name and I'm going to say it right. Enlightened and Honorable Fraternity of Undercroft Technicians.
Got it.
That's how it's listed on the city placard, and it lists like sub-basement 3 rooms, office suites 13 through 19.
In the sewer? No. This is where we're going to go talk to the technicians, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I bet it's those ones.
All right.
Peter, have some music.
It's Richard Marx. It's always Richard Marx.
I had Madonna the other day, like as a weird music version of oh god, Lucky Star. I was really confused.
There is actually like no time between when the doors close and then open back up, and it's a hallway. You're in the center. It goes both directions.
Okay. Well, anywhere appear to have an office?
Right, you can easily make your way. 5 of the 6 doors are locked. It says, please use next, please use next, please use next, please.
This is like some big fairy tale.
I think it's this one.
The one we can open? I certainly hope
Yes.
so.
In an office, you see a mixed company of fellows engaged in a card game behind a counter. It's a pretty fast card game.
Is it Duroc?
Do I recognize it?
Strana would be most growing up in and we've got a gnome. It's a gnomish card game. You would have been
This
it's
looks
gnomish.
familiar.
And there are 2 gnomes at the table. 2 gnomes, a half orc, and a dwarf and 2 humans.
Stan will say that the gnomes must have taught him that. That's a gnomish game.
Yes, it is.
Maybe it is Duroc.
And the humans seem a little bewildered. They look like they're always like waiting to fuck up their turn. Was that right? Did I do it? And finally,
lose a lot of money.
one of the gnomes slaps the last card down and calls gears. And
So a gnome game like gnomes speak. Awesome.
he looks over and sees, oh, hello. A moment, guy. Deal me out of this one. I'm on the clock. He says, if you could ring the bell, please.
Ding.
Ding. All right. He hops up. So you see him like up some steps. So he's up over the counter. Like, how can I help you this time of night?
Hi. We
Hi.
have to go to the sewers to investigate a disappearance on behalf of the library, and we were instructed that it would probably be beneficial to come and speak with you first.
Oh, I see. Can I see your papers? You go through what is becoming a ritual now.
We should just skip conversations and just like here.
Here's my
Really
cover letter
not
explaining why I'm
impressed,
here.
Right. Of all of you, Stan probably just has them habitually in like quick draw.
It's like what you say after I love you. You know, I love you. Well, let me see your papers. This is what this town is, man.
So he takes it. He skips to the last couple of pages. Like, I see. What brings you here?
A guard whose name we
He
didn't
looks
get.
at like the little guard right up.
Our information suggests the something came from the sewer.
Oh, I see.
Also, specifically goblins. We're under the impression that you employ goblins, and perhaps you can help us engage with this problem.
Oh, employ is a strong word. There's one particularly useful band of goblins that live down there that do us the favor of cleaning out some of the drains, and they have a way of harvesting debris out of the gelatinous cubes. So we let them. They keep the shinier bits, and they keep the spillways and systems.
You use them as parasites.
Aren't they, though?
Yes.
My man! And he goes for the gnomish fist bump that I just made up.
Yeah. It's absurdly complex for a fist bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 steps, but it happens in 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're like standing here.
I'm just used to this at this point. Like, this is how gnomes interact. I'm all right with this. Whatever.
So while he's filling out the paperwork of the contact with the sewers, the technicians, he and puts it on your stack. We do have some limited maps available. I mean, it's hard to tell where you'll need to go, and some of the areas are better mapped than others.
Well, I mean, in this story, it's probably not going to be the well-mapped areas.
Well, we've got some maps of everywhere. Probably got every map of somewhere. But we might not have a good map for your.
I think some map of everywhere is probably going to be the most effective, even just landscape points here to here.
All right.
Likely beneficial.
Well, then. There's, of course, a printing fee.
How much is the printing fee?
For a full map, as current as the technicians has, that would be a full gold piece.
I just hand him one.
Okay. Thank you.
I was gonna just sigh about it, but I'll let you pay for it.
Clink.
I am going to sort of I'll wait till he's done talking. Never mind. I have a minute.
So the counter, by the way, behind the office is like pipes and tubing, and as you do that, he like under the counter like hits a button and like pounds on something, and out of a pneumatic tube he like unscrews it, and it gives you a scroll case.
Click Clack's looking at all of this like it's porn, by the way. Just a look on his face.
It's clearly gnomish craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it is gnomish.
But fascinating. That reminds me of this particular device that I saw on this particular airship that was run by this particular captain. Does it use a mechanism?
So he points out, like, there are certain levels that you're not going to be able to access from this part of the city.
I was actually using that for the record, just to see if he recognized the name of the airship or captain. Was like, oh, that's you. I was going for, you're that bard, hopefully.
No, none of that.
Okay.
He's a city gnome. What, like they all know each other?
Racist.
Hey, people assume dwarves all know each other, and half the time we do, so...
You won't be
Uh,
in the same hole.
100% of the time, it works 100% of the time, David. Don't judge.
Too late.
so he points out some sections of the map that are going to be inaccessible, and as he's kind of like he sort of gets into a conversation, about where you're planning to enter, where you think that, and from that area, there's really only 5 accessible sections of the underworks.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
I don't know how much more I can help than that. I mean, the security features are very obvious to intelligent creatures. Mostly they're for pest control. So you should be fine. The goblin traps, that's a different matter. I mean, that's why I have a job,
Are there any particularly intelligent goblins that that we could engage with? That the technicians engage with?
Well,
I can feel Click Clack being like aggressively uncomfortable while I'm saying this.
well, it's been a while since I got promoted out of field work. But as it happens, some things are the same, I'm sure. There's, as is usually the case with goblins, I'm sure there's one tribe that's primarily female, and they basically pit all the other tribes against each other for breeding rights. So there's
Nice.
Wherever
And
all
if
the
you're
players are like, yeah, right
Yeah.
on.
You go, girls.
And if you're looking to trade with them, I guess, they always have the best things because all of the other tribes give them to them. It's hard to tell with the other tribes. I mean, they destroy each other and split over minor things, and who knows what it might be like. Their generations go so fast that there's constantly chaos in their culture.
From this sewer entrance that we're going to go into, is there a technician outpost that's nearby that we can sort of begin at?
Oh, our technicians are self-contained.
In and out.
Yeah, we don't, well, as much as possible, but yes, you pack in what you pack out, and don't stay for long. There's a few safer areas than others, but usually those change depending on the rains and depending on how much usage we're getting in different sections of the city. So it's always constantly changing. It's very hard to put a constant waypoint down in the dungeons or in the underworks, whatever. But whomever the last technician was, they always do each other the courtesy of marking dangerous and safe places. So if you like, I can look up. It seems like should be the red marks you should follow. You'll see some that may have faded over time, but the freshest red ones are the most current, safe and dangerous ones.
Okay.
Excellent.
Do you have any suggestions for clothing?
Definitely wear clothing.
Waterproof, warm, gets cold down there. Often, our technicians carry some sort of prestidigitation wand to provide cleaning, especially if you're going to be in there for multiple days, so that you don't have to sleep in something like shit-soaked linen.
Hmm.
It's nice if you
Fair
can fresh
enough.
it up.
I feel like we should just hire a technician to come with us.
Is that a
Are
possibility?
any tech? We could offer.
Can-
We can suggest that.
Can the library?
I see that you are on a library service. Now, there are several technicians that moonlight, as it were, and are probably interested in currying some favor with the Great Library. There's a lot of interesting mechanical knowledge in there. I'm not one. I get paid to play cards and talk to nice people like you, and check your paperwork, and sell the occasional very attractive, enlightened, honorable fraternity of undercroft maintenance paperwork holders. But other than that, I have an easy life.
Do you know of any who might be awake at this hour that we could at least talk to?
Your best bet is the tavern down the way. It's the Pick and Whistle. You'll
I'm
see.
sure it is.
You'll see a tin whistle and a lockpick on the sign. That's where a lot of the boys go when they're not invited to the card game.
Okay. I think we may have to cut our farewell short to ensure the best time. Thank you, sir. You have been more than helpful. I'll take that paperwork back. Thank you.
Slide it back to you. Well, thanks for checking in. And, now, best of luck. I mean, really, this whole water thing has been an issue for us. And it'd be nice to have Pervius back.
Thank you. We'll do our best.
I know you.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm not even going to ask. I'm just walk out and do the pick and whistle.
I throw him a quick gnomish greeting and head out.
He does the same.
Some sort of technical.
Okay,
Hi,
throw
Ryan.
names. What?
Gnomish farewell.
Yeah.
You must be this short to know to ride this ride. So
Life, yo.
and you scuttle out on your hoodah on the back of your crab. I believe I'm using that word. So just down the way you go, it's not hard to find the nearest tavern to the office.
And I'm in my elements. Like, take a second to adjust, like, shine, and make sure I'm not dusty, smell terrible. Okay.
There is a gnomish bard, or a already plying the room. Looks like he's a regular. Everybody seems to know all the tunes. You see a lot of uniforms similar to the card game. The place itself is decorated in kind of like pipe work and like interesting weird traps that like some of them look to be goblins, some of them look to be very, very old designs. And it's an interesting mixture of engineering types and just really bawdy scoundrels.
Okay, I'm gonna start by trying to get the attention of the fellow bard. Like, are they actively playing, or are they in between with chatting?
He's mid gnomish ballad.
Oh gosh.
It's It's basically an ode to sewer machinery.
Come back in an hour, he'll be done.
Yeah.
Well, it's that the crowd keeps calling encore, and there's always another verse, in Gnomish. Their operas take seasons.
Mhm.
Like season tickets at the opera is like a campsite.
I think it's difficult as possible today. Click clack. What's the setup of the verses? Like ABA, ACD, what is it?
Would I know that?
Got any performance skill?
I can explain it quickly.
1 point.
1 point performance?
I have 3 because of my
In
charisma.
performance?
But I need it to be written in Gnomish, so I'm asking it.
So there's I mean, you guys know basic, like the most basic structure in Gnomish, which is different. Give me a roll if you're basically like you want to kind of make it force a duet.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to try and force a duet. What I want to do is actually write down an additional lyric and hand it to him with money. Be like, look, I'm clearly one of you.
Ah, I see.
That says, talk to the folks in the back if you want to help the library.
Okay.
I'm using the speakerphone. It's right there.
All right. So you go up the basically head up to the stage. I won't make you roll for any of that. Basically head up to the stage with a gnomish note that is announcing to the crowd that. All right. How much do you give the bard?
Coppers a bread, a silver's a day out on the town.
About that.
That's our. So like
Yeah.
5 silver, I can afford it, and hopefully it'll work. And I'm cheap.
Okay. So the coins jingle through, and he notices, like, his hands are busy, but he nods mid-song. He's got a little hand, one hand on a drum and one hand on a hand lute. He's playing them both at the same time. Dual wheel. But he notices and like slides it over with his foot and nods at you and keeps going and like with one hairy toe opens it up and mid song. And so you see him process it and kind of nod as you head back to get your drinks or whatever you do.
Yeah, mostly hang out near the back of the room and hope that somebody who wants to help the library comes and talks to us. And I'm like, look really super friendly and kind of inviting, and like, I'm totally ready to talk to you.
Okay. You are approached by the waitress.
By the what?
A waitress. My mic noise. Anyway, you're approached by the waitress.
Stan!
You guys getting booze or?
Yeah.
Sure.
Waitress.
She seems to recognize and be particularly service friendly towards Stan.
Yeah, she is.
But you get good service throughout the evening. It's about 45 minutes before your gnomish verse works in, which is about not way out there. You can learn one gnomish song and make a day's worth of food out here. So a few people in the crowd kind of perk up, and some of them look over and like, this isn't the usual verse. What the but a few of them.
Standing
And
like
then the song ends. There's applause. Money falls on the stage, and he pulls out a broom that seems to have been tucked into like a special broom slot that gets all the picks up all the coins.
Perfect
Telescopic
job.
Like, oh, that's clever. I hadn't
Right.
thought
No.
about useful bard tools. What?
We'll talk later.
We should.
So he soaks up the applause, and various patrons offer him a drink, and he goes and kind of starts working the tables with the regulars. Doing the bard thing, DJ at the bar.
Yeah.
The first person that approaches you is a halfling. You're like, pops up. The tables, by the way, underneath them have like a little small person seat add-on that locks right onto the chair. Well, a lot of halflings in the crowd. Gnome and halfling heavy. A lot of small folk.
I already like this crowd.
And he pops in and sits up and so, hey, I hear you paid for a verse.
More or less.
Ah.
It sounded like you said paid for your drinks. I'm not sure what you said.
Paid for a verse.
I did.
Ah,
You heard.
Great.
Are you...
well, you're in the right place, and I'm your man.
How's that?
My name
Isn't important right now.
is Trapspringer Sugarloaf, and I'm the best freelancer in this district.
Do you work for the technicians?
Sometimes, when they can afford my rate,
Is there a bullshit detector? What do I use for
that would be
bullshit?
your insight skill.
Thanks. Gonna roll bullshit detector because this sounds a lot like a heaping pile of bullshit. But sometimes I brag and I'm right. You said insight?
Insight.
Anyone else want to make that roll?
13.
20. Not a natural 20, but honestly, I have so many of these.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So apparently-
That's what you get. It's not a natural. Okay.
I got a natural
Yeah.
1.
Oh.
Pack the streamers back in there.
So he's definitely a braggart, but it seems to be a confidence inspired by competence. Except for you, Stan. Like like something's going on with this guy. I don't think he's all in. So, can you afford my rate?
Depends. What do you know about the Croft?
The underworks, undercroft, the sewers, call them what you like. I've walked through all of them.
Give me more than that. Come on. If I'm going to pay you, give me a resume.
He looks over at the waitress. Dollface, who am I? Trapspringer Sugarloaf, the best freelancer in the district. And she goes back to pouring the drinks.
How much do you pay her to say that?
Most people here, I haven't paid for a drink in this place since I was, well, I don't suppose the height difference is going to matter to you, but well on 45 years now.
Yeah, we have beggars back home, too.
Oh no, everybody here owes me a favor. So, what do you need? You say you're on the library's business. What business is that?
We're investigating a disappearance. We need assistance getting through the traps, specifically in the Undercroft.
Who disappeared that you want to track them that bad? They owe you money?
No, we're doing it on behalf of the library.
They owe the library money.
I don't think so.
I think I Thomas, I noticed Stan's expression. Stan,
Mm-hmm.
you look like you smell something.
Like in real life or in the game?
No. In the game. Like you smell this guy's bullshit.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't buy it. Hmm.
Sugarloaf.
That's me. Long, proud name. Goes back to the caravans.
Can I history check that?
Yeah,
Can I get anything on Sugarloaf with a history check?
give it a shot.
Dude. Oh, come on, machine.
You shifty. Which I'm pretty sure is a racist thing to say.
17?
No, nothing you've run into. Nothing that certainly nothing that showed up in the magic aisle. There was one caravan that used to hit where you grew up, where most of them were named Sugar something.
Halflings! God! Okay. When was the last time you were in the Undercroft?
3 days ago.
How long were you down there?
4 days.
What did you do there? Approximately. I don't need specifics, particularly if they'll get you in trouble. I'm asking generalities.
I don't take jobs that cross the guards. That's why they keep letting me in and out.
Can I see your
How do we
paperwork?
know it wasn't you? That's where, that's the
I'm
cause of all
serious on the can I see your paperwork question.
this.
Do it. Do it.
Guards must have written something, right? I'm just running on the basic shit I know, but I'm just getting this stack over.
You're not a guard. You don't get to ask that. But
I get to
nice
ask
try,
that. I
stranger.
can see it, but I can ask.
But I'm a white
wanna-
male, damn it.
I want to have Lovelace sneak up on him and see how he reacts. Like,
I have Loveless roll stealth.
what? Okay.
Have him roll stealth then.
Sneaky crab.
Sneaky crab.
Hey, Stan. The guard
what?
that we talked to earlier, can you go ask him about this guy?
Yeah, I can do that.
Dan
I'll learn
totally
more about this guy.
better than me too.
Give him our money.
Right? I'm okay with a Ezekiel character. That's fine. Ooh.
Unnatural 20.
You
Dirty
need a
20.
popper? I can do a popper.
No,
Lady choice.
not for every old fucking 20 plus. It's not special unless it's natural.
She got a 20 on stealth.
All right. All right, so his passive is higher. He doesn't see it until he's close. He notices it's not there, but I mean, it's a medium-sized creature in a crowded bar.
Mm-hmm. Does he react or?
When he sees it, not particularly. Like he throws it some food. By this point in the conversation, the waitress has brought him a plate.
All right.
So, would you be able to get us through traps?
I built half of them.
How I hear it is goblins build half of them.
Goblins built all the new crappy ones. I'm talking about the stuff that's built into the walls.
I mean, come on, brain. Brain. It's not doing the thing I need it to do.
You mean think?
Sleep.
So, basic cost is 200 gold up front, and an equal share of anything we pull out.
No.
I think that sums up my feeling.
We'll consider it. I think we're gonna finish our drinks first.
No, we won't.
Talk to us. Will you guys just?
Click Clack doesn't have a filter. He's
Oh, I see you're looking to bargain. I don't do that. I don't need to. But if you're not wealthy enough to pay, first off, you might not be wealthy enough to gear yourselves to walk in and out of that place. So,
Literally,
I'm not looking
I'll
to
be
bargain.
today.
I'm looking to make you go away.
the words I said.
so I'll bid you good day. You can hire any one of these lesser trap springers, and I'm sure they'll serve you to the best of their capacity. Second round's up, boys. And he leaves, and like a couple of people start looking your direction.
You guys, like,
I'm gonna go talk to the guard about this guy.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I've never
That's
seen an actual turd speak before. It was fascinating.
I got the sense that he was as good as he thinks he is.
Something smelled wrong.
Something smelled wrong, but it wasn't worth slamming a door on.
There's other doors.
So I'm gonna go talk to the guard about him.
So Stan takes off out of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
What do you two do?
Hopefully somebody else comes and talks to us while we're drinking our brew.
Do you want
after
to? Do you want to the waitress? See what she actually knows.
If she comes back around, yes.
She'll be there before anybody else approaches you.
Then yeah. So
Give her a. What?
Go ahead, David.
Give her a big tip for some information.
How big?
Same thought.
3 gold.
Ooh. Okay.
They spend it.
I don't care about money.
She sits at the table with you. Well, what do you want to know?
Letting you talk, Bard.
Kid talks a big game. Is his game as big as he talks?
I've heard him brag, but I've never heard him lie. Every time he tells a whopper, it turns out it's true. I mean, he's been working out of this bar since my grandpa was in the area.
Surviving that long being a rogue is something on its own there.
It's true. It's true. So I don't know what it is you guys are planning to do down there. It's never safe.
We just don't really like being forced to trust people. So, vetting.
Well,
You had a pretty sarcastic when you had to repeat his name, though.
oh, that's because I have to do it all the time. He gets first dibs on any customer that comes through here. everybody just knows that they're not going to compete with him. So if they tell him no, then everybody else gives it a shot. You'll see a few come through.
Would you say he's trustworthy? Your estimation.
He's never stolen from the till. He's never not paid his tab. I mean, like I said, I don't know him to be a liar, and I haven't heard of him double crossing a client. I mean, otherwise he wouldn't work very much. I mean, besides, if the technicians are willing to hire a freelancer on occasion, I hear he's that good.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Hey,
Who's
Hey,
number 2?
oh, I haven't seen Dale for a few days. He might not be number 2 anymore.
Who's number 3?
For 3 gold, do you just want me to interview him for you?
Just asking your opinion.
I mean,
I'm
Here's
just gonna
what-
sit back and drink and sort of watch the gnome fumble through, like
I
dealing with
trust
people.
that fella, that lady, or the one with the tentacles. Everybody else in here seems to play by the rules. As far as who's made it out, I mean, other than Sugarloaf, I suppose it'd be Crankshaft over there, and she points at another halfling.
All right.
As far as who's got seniority, Crankshaft, he's kind of picky though.
I like the name.
I hear it's a known thing.
Tentacles!
She said that's who she'd avoid, right? When she picked out people.
How many people do you know with tentacles? Like,
Thomas. Thomas, when she was
Yes.
going that one, she said
Yeah.
no to those people.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
but the guy with the tentacles, is he the guy with the tentacle?
No,
No,
Okay.
plural.
Just we did just
We're
have
not-
a thing with
we're
a guy
not
with
hiring.
tentacles.
there's a face mask that goes down, and there are like tentacly beard that seem independently mobile. But
Davy
it
Jones.
wears a cowl and a face mask, and you can see just two dark black circular eyes.
Yeah, but we're not hiring him, so
I just making sure he wasn't the pirate that I hate.
Nope.
You did get to light one of his boats on fire.
It is true. Now I wish I'd lit more on fire.
do you want to talk to Crankshaft, or do you want to try to sweet talk that oil stain we were talking to before?
I want to hear Stan's report.
Oh, all right. Well, we will take a quick break and then run Stan's scene with the guard. And this is GameBreakers. We'll be right back. So we're back. Welcome back to GameBreakers. I'm here with everybody. Say your names at once.
Simon!
David.
Allison.
Every time.
To me, it sounded fucking fine.
Sounded great to me too.
Everything in the first take.
So, as the camera focuses in, Stan is having a conversation with the guard on patrol by the sewer entrance. Oh, Sugarloaf.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I got a weird feeling from this guy. Wanted to know if his reputation precedes him.
I've never had any trouble with him. He's in and out of here all the time.
Hmm. Can I roll another insight check?
Sure.
I have received more information. I got a 15.
Maybe you were just being racist against halflings. It happens sometimes.
Damn it. Oh well.
You're feeling like maybe you had just like, I don't know, maybe it was the beer. You can't think of a reason why you had the response to it.
Well, I'm gonna, to make myself feel better, I'm gonna show off my hammer to this guard guy, and then I'm gonna go back.
Fine weapon. That's registered and everything, right?
Of course. I work with the Temple of Moradin.
Right, I saw your paperwork. By the way, we'll need to do that again.
Let me just lube him up here for you.
All right. So, meanwhile, back at the inn, I'm not gonna like improv create 10 characters or anything for the, but there's a series of people who like, I'm pretty good with traps. There's an eye patch and one metal hand, and a cast of characters just kind of floats through. Yeah, no, I only just recently stopped working with the technicians. There was a thing with yeah, no, I work with them right now, but I've got a wife and kids, and you know how that is.
I'm letting the gnome do the talking.
What's that? Crankshaft.
Why would you slow down the process?
Well, what it is we'll
actually that's actively why I'm slowing down the plot process. Like Click Clack is doing the talking. I'm like socializing over here and waiting for Stan to get back.
Well, what we'll do is crunch it down to a set of insight checks, and if there's, if there's the gold pay range is anywhere from 10 gold pieces to the 100 that Sugarloaf would have charged. So give me a pay range, and then I'd say make a team insight check while Stan's heading back to the bar.
Hey, Rain.
Yeah, how much are you willing to spend?
I haven't considered that.
Okay. It's just
I don't know how I would go. How do you hire somebody to help get you through a place?
well, the range that gets offered by the procession of interviewees is anywhere from what did I say, 5 gold pieces and like 20 all to the 100% at an equal share.
I would like to bring everyone's attention to my insight check.
I'm gonna be lucky on mine.
Oh,
Correct.
no.
That's okay. I'm gonna be lucky on mine. I used a luck point.
They all seem great to me.
Why don't we ask the tentacle guy what he thinks?
Yeah. He looks cuddly.
I got a 21. I gave it some better, more considered thought after my initial racist oversight.
What do you got against short people?
And with Strawn's luck, that's an 18. All right, so that's a solid average. Well, as always, one of you got to roll up one. So again, you narrow down the field to a human, like kind of just very blue collar workman-y family man type. The dwarf with the eye patch and the metal hand, and a half elf that was just quiet, but the price was right, and she, you know, answered all the questions without any hesitation.
What did you have for breakfast? Not actually ask. Did Stan back yet?
Yeah, he was in on the inside check. He caught part of them.
Stan, I think we need to go with Trap Springer.
I'm open to that, but it does cost a lot of gold.
Mm-hmm.
True. I think between the three of us, we can afford it, and it sounds like it's better than dying, or... He sounds like he's at least as good as us at what we do.
Mm.
A lot of these folks sound like they are not as good as us. And honestly, I feel like part of the contract needs to be that he doesn't brag about himself.
Yes.
We have to have him.
Please.
His silence may require more money.
Probably. I'll chip in for that.
That's
What do you guys
66
do?
piece for 200.
Mhm.
Can we have 66 gold apiece?
6 gold apiece?
66.
66, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we can afford him. And we don't have to like it.
I'm probably not going to make it back. Like the money back.
No.
Mm-mm. No.
And
I think
only know-
he probably won't make it back.
Is it worth getting the benefit for the library? And he still might be trying to pull one over on us, and I don't know, but I will kill him just as fast as the rest of you if he is.
Good.
What? Well, fuck with me.
We need a trap spotter, and the money is cheaper than dying.
Resurrections are expensive.
That is a fact.
And you need friends to survive to resurrect you.
Also true. All right, let's do it.
Why
Let's,
are all of the NPCs we have to deal with so obnoxious?
It's a theme.
Some of them
Seems
are
to
nice.
be a theme. Can't just have like a nice guy ever.
What, you didn't like the gnome?
I like the
What
gnomes.
about the little bird? The little bird, the little griffin was great. The little eagle.
Griffin was great.
Eagle.
For Griffin.
It's because most of the people in the world, Diamond, are assholes. Sorry.
I know that.
The more you know.
Playing game.
That's the moral of the story.
All right. So, what do you guys do?
I'll go approach Trap Springer. Is that his name?
Trap Springer, Sugarloaf.
All right, Sugar. We're paying your outrageous fee. If you're still interested.
Are you
Can I roll-
positive? I mean, you could hire 2 of these other guys for what you pay me.
Don't forget the part of us paying him extra to shut up.
I mean, if you're backing out, if you're too scared, that's fine.
I don't have any ego in this. I'm not afraid of anything down there. Just want to make sure you guys are good for it. He starts at this point wandering back toward the table, waves the other folks off.
So we've heard a lot about you getting in and out safely. Do your party members get in and out safely?
If they do what I tell them to. If I'm giving you directions, there's a reason for it. Just so you know. I'm not bossy by nature.
really ruining my perspective on halflings, Thomas. This is no Tasselhoff Burfoot.
Nope. He does have the traditional top knot, but
Well, you so how would like to give you an amount now, and then an amount when we come out.
yeah, we'll divvy it up when we make it out. So 200 up front, and then an equal share of what we pull out. And not for nothing, but I know all the good places where the shiny stuff collects.
Let's get on with it.
Yep.
I will take out my 66 gold. And like a little.
He takes the 3 pouches and holds it up to the waitress. She just puts it on her tray and she takes it and sets it behind the bar.
Now hold still a second.
You must really trust this place that you just hand them your money.
Well, I drink here a lot. I mean, you're the second client I've had this week, so I'm ahead on my tab. But eventually, I'll drink through it.
So I wrote on his second client. Sorry, second client? Who was your first?
Noble fella. The next district over.
You wanted into the Undercroft?
Yeah, he seemed to think there was some sort of creature down there that he could hunt on behalf of the library.
What kind of creature? No, really. Please tell us everything you know very quickly.
Oh, well, he didn't know what kind of creature he was hunting. Found some, not a lot of evidence, but he got in and out safe. Didn't really know what he was looking for, so he didn't find it.
You guys, that was the other thing. You guys, that was the... Aww.
Yep.
Let's do 2 birds with 1 stone!
Maybe.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So if it was down there in the first place, it's probably still there. He didn't seem super competent, so I'm not even sure he was in the right area.
Well,
Okay.
what time of day is it?
We only need 2 of these, right? We need 2 of these, and then the library will give us the data, and so maybe we should try to spend 10 minutes figuring out what the monster is also.
Based on what information?
We didn't ask about it. We didn't ask the concierge about it.
I'm willing to bet if it's down there and we run into it, not really going to matter what we know about it. It's going to be a fight either way.
As I recall, there was something about trapping it specifically. Dude,
Oh,
I
not
could probably
killing it.
hit it with my hammer. That's really, I think, the important thing here.
but if you're gonna do a quest, stack them. Sandbox style, stack your quests.
Onward!
He's like,
Victory!
hey, Trash Finger hops into step next to Stan. I like you, big guy. You're going to get us all killed. He walks out in front.
When are we going down?
Hey, you're the ones paying the gold. I need 15 minutes to run up to my room and grab my gear. That's about it.
You guys?
I'm good now.
I was asking in the first place.
What time of
It
day
looks
is it right now?
Like somebody
Afternoon?
did something. No, it's evening by now. I mean, it's been a solid hour since sundown.
Now, perhaps we should go in the morning. I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter for the sewers, but we should sleep. But it's a disappearance case too.
Yeah,
we're on a ticking clock.
every
Yeah.
hour that we spend not looking for him is an hour that we don't find him, that he could be dead.
All right, sod the sleep. Let's do it.
Bold move, guys. Well,
Is there a caffeinated beverage that the bar sells?
there are several alertness brews, things that will enhance your awakeness.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy one for each of us that wants one.
Okay. I mean,
There we
mechanically, it'll give you a few extra hours before you have a fatigue check. There's a chance you might crash at the end. Who knows? Drugs are bad, kids.
Who wants one?
All right.
Where to next? Straight down into the hole?
Mhm.
We're going to the sewers, the sewers, the sewers.
All right.
Going to the sea.
To walk through lots of shit.
You guys get a map off the text?
Mm-hmm.
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 They did the whole pneumatic job and everything for you. They do that for all the tourists. You guys overpaid, but it's definitely a good map. So, how are we deciding where we go?
Ranger.
Yes.
Well, that's how we're deciding where we go. You track him to the
tracking?
end. So,
Oh, the trail we were following?
yeah.
Do I have any idea where that went? Like what entrance?
We tracked it to the one, and that's where the guard found you the first time. Like that's where they went down. And you can kind of find where that goes on the map. So these individual parts here are different layers, and some of them have stairs that go through. This central shaft is with the red mark on it that marks where the first sort of area that you can get to is. But it's the top 5 that are relevant. Oops. So it's one moment. I just destroyed everything.
I'm really glad I paid for those maps. Jesus.
Holy.
Our audience, are you seeing this? If not, this is the time for Thomas to like cut it and edit in just like
Look at this shit.
We are gonna get lost.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We're gonna get lost. We're gonna be down there for a while. It's gonna suck. A little bit.
Man, it's a good thing you got a map and a guide. Because imagine how much this would suck without all of that. All right, so now I have finally unscrewed my fat thumb button mashing. So it's the top level, the middle 3, and the one on the right to the bottom that are immediately relevant. Those other 2 are other parts of the sewer that Trapspringer lets you know are currently flooded and inaccessible. Well,
Okay.
The Technicians Guild employs a lot of aquatic folks out of the aquatic district, so inaccessible is a relative term.
Inaccessible to us currently without water breathing apparatus.
Yep.
The crab could do it, maybe.
That red square there is the top entrance. It's kind of the most accessible, the first accessible place. Pull up my notes here, and I will tell you exactly how far down, because Trapspringer knows this. Oh, one other thing you would have gotten on that culture check is that Trap Springer is a super common name. It's like John and Michael for halflings.
Everyone wants to be able to spring traps.
So on your way to the entrance, Trap Springer kind of gives you a rundown. It's like you're going to see a lot of gelatinous cubes. In certain parts where there's slow-moving water, there's carnivorous fish. Careful with that. Don't go in anything past your waist. Well, past my shoulders. We shouldn't hurt the cubes. The fraternity frowns on that. And I got to keep in their good graces. They pay me a pretty penny every once in a while. But
Okay.
they're pretty easy to avoid as long as we see them coming. You're going to find a lot of ooze down there. And have you ever heard of a creature called an otyugh?
A what?
An
Say it again.
otyugh.
Have I? Can I roll?
Arcana, this one would be.
Da 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 plus 3. Do, over here.
17.
7.
It is a subterranean creature that it eats filth. It feeds on. It lives in gross places, and Trap Springer will let you know. And they use this creature to help as part of the water purification system.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they're going to live there anyway. We might as well, build them a nice little lair where we know they will be, where we need them to be, and then everybody wins. Otherwise, some parts of the city's history they've wandered up out of the sewers, and that's never a good. This first level here, that's about 45 feet down. We're going to find the entrance to that. It's a catacomb.
Okay.
You want me to go first? Hold up the shield.
Take point. Rogue's taking point. Stan, you should take rear guard. Squishy should be in the middle.
Yeah.
Part of what you pay all that money for is for me to walk in front of you.
Yeah.
All right.
So the Thieves Guild uses this topmost layer a lot, or this easy layer a lot. So watch our backs. The goblins on this layer keep to themselves. It's the lady goblins, and so they don't go out and raid much or anything. So you probably aren't going to run into a lot of patrolling goblin bands. Their territory is pretty well marked, but their traps are mean. But they usually stay out of the technician's way.
Sweet.
So the second and third levels are a little harder to get to. There's a chasm, a single entrance that goes out over a chasm. That third level down is actually kind of hidden. You got to drop yourself about halfway down the chasm and go through a wall of water. Most folks don't even know it's there. And the reason they don't is because most folks don't ever come out, because the goblins down there are the worst. The worst. I found goblin bones that looked like they were eaten by goblins. So I don't go there if I don't have to. The level above that's seems like the tribe that runs that spot has access to better tools or something, because they make a much better caliber of trap than all the rest of the group. Find pretty simple things. They're deadly, but not overly complicated. But you see some real machine work with these trap maker tribes. Below that,
All right.
it gets a little tough. I mean, there's one tribe that really keeps to itself that seem to brew potions for the other tribes, and that's how they get along. But I've never really dealt much with them. They're not very aggressive. There's one group that you're going to find none of the tribes seem to acknowledge them or treat them as part of the tribe, so I'm not sure where they live, but you kind of find them scattered all over. They're the ones that work with the technicians specifically. They're the ones that drag a net through the cube and pick up anything shiny.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Any of that help? Who are we looking for, by the way?
Bard. Info dump.
Pervius.
Pervius.
All right.
Okay, so
Let's
the
give him
last
a question.
hired us to find an alchemist named Pervius who has been healing people in this district from this wasting sickness that they're experiencing based in water. I'm sure you've heard about it. There's
Kind of a scandal.
both ends. It's terrible. But he's disappeared. Obvious signs of struggle. His orcish assistant Tolerad, no idea where he's went, and it appears it's very clear that goblins are in some way implicit in his disappearance, and it leads to the sewer. We are looking for him. And I don't know. There's two big possibilities. They've been hired, or they stole him because he can heal them and they're experiencing the same thing.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Where do you think we should go first?
Where he went.
Yeah.
We'll follow
I
the
show him
track.
I show him the entrance where the tracks led.
Is
All right.
the guard around here somewhere so we can be like, hey, we're going in?
He has retired to his rooms. You guys at this point are walking grab to get your gear and are headed that way, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. So you reach the entrance. There is indeed a kind of a triple set of ladder built for multiple sizes of people.
Mm-hmm.
That you can that is set to go downward. It starts with a pretty tight tube, and then through parts of it, it will open into vast caverns with spillways and things. We should talk first about how a crab is getting down a ladder, and also about source.
About what?
About your light source.
But before we head down, the guard we talked to, does he have like a post? Like a place that he is his station? Is his
He's patrolling the area. He's easy to find. He's got a torch.
Oh, but let him know before we leave, or let him know when we're leaving. Is
Yeah.
he out?
Yes.
Okay, we should let him know we're leaving. That could have ramifications later.
Excuse me.
My light source is light,
Okay. Cantrip.
the spell, and it's going to be a bright red.
Okay.
Red doesn't ruin your night vision. Specifically why I'm doing that. Creepy, but useful.
Mhm.
Although gnomes and dwarves both have dark vision. It's only
Yeah,
Stan.
but Stan doesn't.
Oh, and maybe Lovelace. I don't know what the perception for.
I think halflings have it also too. Stan doesn't.
Nope.
So
Well, she has blind sight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Uh-huh. And crabs can climb ladders, by the way.
I believe you.
I had a pet crab. Kept getting out of her tank.
I honestly, yes, they're
Hmm.
they get places. That's how they eat things.
They can climb sheer rock. They can handle a ladder.
It's true.
Stan, what do you want to have lit up so that you can see? Do you want it just like floating in front of you? Do you want it to be on something?
Well, I'm I'm going to be in the back, so perhaps the light should be in front with Trap Springer.
Trap Springer, halflings can see in the dark too, as I recall. We all have night vision. You're the only one who doesn't. I'm literally doing this for your benefit. Do you want it on you or near you?
Near me.
Okay. So I got a floating globe of light over Stan's like left shoulder. 20 feet radius, 20 feet dim, and it's red.
Okay.
Red.
That's an easy cantrip, and it doesn't, red because it doesn't ruin night vision. If for
Okay.
some reason it goes out, they're still going to be able to have night vision.
Okay. I thought you were developing film.
Once you get to the to sort of the section that's the first area on the map that's marked, you get to it opens out into a cavern with multiple spillways, and you can see below you is a large catwalk with four crossways across the way. When you get to that, Trap Springer, he wraps a little piece of rope around the top and just goes, and then jumps and just kind of kick rappels down the ladder and stops right above it and starts looking. Pulls out from his patch, looks like a broom, a lot like the bard used. Starts sweeping at the ground. It looks like there's a few inches of water at the bottom, but he's doing something while the rest of you guys are climbing down. And I get your survival check. Click-clack. See how well you're following the trail.
Okay. 11.
All right. You're pretty sure it goes farther than this. The smell most of all doesn't seem like that particular trail ends here, and you do see signs of. At this point, you've narrowed it down to a band of about 6, plus one larger person. That at this point doesn't seem to. I mean, you don't see continuing signs of struggle. You see a human-sized trail going down, like handprints in the lichen on the ladder. I will also need. Oh, go ahead.
But I can tell where, I can tell where they went.
Yeah, this probably isn't the level. It's farther down.
So we keep going down the ladders?
He says we can.
Okay.
Why would you ruin it like that?
What?
Nothing.
She wanted to go room by room through the entire combat. So...
Really?
I also need athletics checks at this point.
Athletics, not acrobatics?
6!
I would let acrobatics fly in this case.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would roll better with acrobatics. That's not fair.
Well, then use acrobatics.
Yeah.
I got 11.
If I would roll better with acrobatics, can I just add the difference in bonus, or do you want me to re-roll?
Yes, add your acrobatics bonus instead.
So that's going to be a 9 then, which
Okay.
is not great, but it's better than 6. How hard do you fail? Not quite as hard.
Not as hard, but still three falling damage hard. As Stan is getting down, like he gets to the catwalk, and you're just football.
Man.
The trap springer points to the side of the catwalk where in the bisecting angles between the quarters that go each direction, there's more ladder ways down.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
downward you go.
Whee!
Downward you go. Second level, give me a survival check.
Everybody, right?
No, just click clap.
Just me. This is me tracking.
Oh, right.
22.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
Uh,
Not very athletic, but I can track like hell.
The trail continues. You see that there's no pause, not even a break. They're headed straight down.
Out of character, David.
Mhm.
Henry just bought a shirt that has a crab on it, and it says "Crab Riders Unite." I don't even know what this is in reference to, but it's apparently important you know that.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I am gonna briefly mark in a better color this spot on the map, and that's probably going to slow down my recording for just a second. So that is where the trail ends at the fourth sub level of the fourth lowest entrance.
Okay.
And it's the other box that's marked in red on the map. What do you guys? So you guys get there. You've got your light source. Trap Springer looks at you and he's like, "This is definitely the spot, then. What do you guys? How do we do this? What's your style, guys? Kick in the door, run down the hall screaming with weapons. What should I expect?"
He likes to hit things. I like to light things on fire. Not really sure about this guy.
Cautious enthusiasm.
All right.
If I can't just charm the pants off of them first.
And then shoot them in the genitals.
Basically. Non-literal pants.
Literal genitals.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Everybody stay about 20 feet behind me. He gives you some hand signals, and he takes off fairly quietly down the way. Signals for you to follow him after not too long.
Gonna roll.
And the path is lit up by this
Dang.
orb thing.
I'm rolling my sneaky check. It only gives me a 10.
That's a good idea.
Does everybody want to
Really?
give me stealth? Actually,
I rolled a 1.
The clear one.
killing it.
Uh-huh. But I got the survival check. That's the important thing.
Yes. So you did you do another survival check? You can continue track.
I meant
Okay.
previously, but sure, I can do that. $12.
It's definitely this direction. So you're able to make out a general direction. So you're probably second in line, like kind of giving hand signals to Trap Springer as he goes through, and he does indeed pretty soon run into a goblin trap. He kind of points to you. You see a tripwire with one glass bottle underneath, suspended above a larger glass bottle with a little catch spring release attached to the trip line. Trap Springer says there's a really good chance that makes some kind of poison gas.
Ooh.
I've seen that before.
Been my guess. Okay.
We can either just hop over it and leave it active behind us. That could be dangerous, could be a benefit. I can clip it down. Where you guys want to be?
As long as we remember it's here, I kind of like having it as a backup plan.
Okay.
Over it.
Like leaving it for the enemy if we have to retreat.
Walls
Okay.
hold chalk.
He jogs down to one end and marks something in a blue and white side by side chalk, and then runs to the other end of the corridor and does the same thing.
Are we seeing any red markings while we're at it?
No, nothing current.
Okay.
So you continue to follow the trail. You hired a good trap shooter, and his passive perception on this is well above any trap that they're going to run into. And you do realize that you paid good money for good value with some of these. I'm going to ping on the map where he stops as soon as I unfail. So he stops you here after a series of traps and one secret door. He says, all right. On the other side of this hallway, which is almost certainly trapped to the guilds, is the very secure entranceway into the goblin camp. Now, that room is a drainage site for all kinds of things coming out of the library. It's part of why these goblins do what they do. So you should probably be prepared. We're going to fight our way in, talk our way in, sneak our way in.
So on the map, how it, bringing out the map, we're not the right button. Button is not doing what I want.
Well, this might be a good point. While you guys kind of all look and grab your chins and think, we'll take a quick break. Welcome back. So the group is down the last corridor from a large goblin camp. Trap Springer looks at you guys for instruction.
So if we go this way, can we potentially get around and sneak in over here?
Maybe. I mean, that's where some of their. I mean, the entire way is going to be trapped. This is the shortest route, and it's only because I know where that secret door back there is that we got in this way. We can go the other way. That's going to be even likely going to have better guard on.
the drainage area, where sort of in this area are they? Like,
It is in this large room here, and that's why
Yeah.
they make their camp there, so they can easily collect the drainage. And I don't know, somehow they sort it.
I'm gonna vote we sneak our way in and then talk until we have to fight.
I will say, in my experience, of all the goblins down here, other than the brood mothers, these ones are the most reasonable.
All right.
Again, with the sneaking until we need to talk and fight only if we need to. Are you guys agreeable to that?
Yeah, but be ready to fight.
Yeah.
I think the gnome's right. Click, click, clack. What if you stayed back, hidden, in case
All right.
there's trouble? You could be a surprise attack. I'll do the same. I think. I mean, I don't know if they recognize my face or anything. I'm not exactly famous down here, but
Sounds good to me.
and plus, no offense, big guy, but I don't think you're going to sneak anywhere in that armor. Not enough for a goblin, anyway.
Nope. Nope.
All right.
Not my approach.
Well, how about I try and stealthily clear the way of traps, and then you guys walk into the front door? The back door, I guess.
Let's do it.
Sounds
good.
like it.
Okay. Give me 5 minutes. He slinks against the wall, and you see him like go. He's got some prods that he uses, and checking, doing a full search of the way. He stops twice, and pulls out some thieves' tools. Once he pulls a stone out of the wall and seems like he's working on something. The other time he just jams it into a thing in the floor, and it seems to stick. Then he tucks in to a little cubby in a shadow. Well, it's completely dark. It's all shadow. So he tucks around the corner, gives you a big thumbs up.
Okay. Shall we stand?
And can I get click clack? Give me a stealth check to do your hide. And as you approach and get within light range, there is indeed a barricaded iron door with like a wooden, what's it called? A palisade? No, that's the drawbridge. No, it's a palisade. Yeah, the wooden out-facing sticks to break a charge.
22.
Oh, click clack. Oh, Stan. Let me inspire you and tell you that you are inspiring. Just so that you have some inspiring. Potentially, if you need it. Metagaming.
Just give him a little pep talk on the way up. Damn it, Stan, you're a good-looking man. You're majestic as fuck, Stan. You got this. All right, you guys get to the palisade, and if you're not stealthing, it's not long before you hear a goblin from the back go away.
Can I see them yet?
It's from behind the door.
I was stealthing. Stan isn't.
No.
That's who they're yelling at.
What?
Then that seems to be who they're yelling at. What was your stealth?
Diamond, if we're going to talk through anything, you need to be the one to do it.
That's fair. I just want to get closer before I do.
Okay.
I'm the short friend who shows up behind you and goes, "Hi! Hi!"
You're at the door. Any closer and you'd be impaling yourself on spikes. Or having to clear.
The response is, "Don't wanna," and opening the door.
Well, so there's a good 5 feet of sharp, pointy sticks between you and the door. Like it's gonna take some climbing and skill checks, and you see a padlock on it.
Really? But I thought that he... Okay.
You got the traps.
Yeah. not the sharp, just shrapnel that just exists in the space. But we want to talk while skill checking. What do you need a skill check for me to get over there?
That would be athletics.
No acrobatics?
I'd let acrobatics fly. The higher chance. If you fail, it's gonna hurt more.
Can you try and convince them with a song?
I like 24.
Okay.
Yes, that's a great idea, Steen.
So you land on the back of the wall by the door, and so you said don't wanna. That was your, and then you jumped.
Basically.
I'll follow.
There, a torch gets poked out of a hole, flaming torch. Last warning. Above, from the door, it would drop right on the wooden palisade. That's what I'm going to keep calling it, the barricade.
Well, we want to talk.
What do we want to talk to them about?
About what?
Songs and humans.
Ew.
Agreed.
Another tasty topic.
Truth, but necessary. Needed. Important. I'm really trying to demonstrate my language. It's hard.
I have my weapon out, by the way.
I figured you're ready to rock and roll at the moment's notice.
Dismounted. Lovelace is right behind me,
Okay.
waiting for
Diamond, what are
instructions.
you hoping to coax out of them?
Honestly, getting through the door and seeing if they know where dude is. For Cerberus.
Well, I'll bang on the door and say, "Have you seen any other stinky humans?"
Give me an athletics check to get up over the spikes.
I did it to 22.
Oh, well done. It's
22 and 24. High five, Stan! Up here.
Stan just like.
Have you seen stinky humans? It's great. It's beautiful.
What do the goblins say?
We don't open the door. You're here to make trouble.
Just tell me if you've seen any other stinky humans. Can I make like a charisma check or something? Intimidation, perhaps?
Yes.
$14.
No humans. No humans here. No humans come for many flushes.
It's when the tide comes in.
Let us in. It's worth your time. I have a song for you.
Time measure's different when there's no sun.
Uh-huh.
Is the opening the door an option here? Can I try to actually make it open?
You swear you're not here for trouble?
Not here to cause you trouble.
We have no humans. Why you want in?
Have you seen humans?
Not for a long time.
We need to know about that long time. We'll trade you song.
Dwarf song's no good.
Want to bet?
Snap.
I not bother chieftain with your nonsense.
Let me bother him with my nonsense.
What do you want?
You can try a persuasion check.
Okay. 22.
Nice.
What you give me?
A song to start. We can navigate.
Go.
Wait, words.
Song don't matter.
Negotiate.
Song just gross sound. That
Except
up
7th level
like.
negotiate. Okay, so
What
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
roll.
touch.
Wait.
How about some soap? Do you want
Thomas?
soap?
I'm gonna roll for the bodiest,
You hear the
simplest,
sound of a goblin retching a little.
most obnoxious song that I know, or to create one. Like, the thing that's gonna make the super drunk bros at the shanty really get into it. Super simplistic. Performance roll?
That's gonna be it.
Aristocrats, the song.
Can she write a song about your local hero?
Can I write? No. Yes? 21.
That's gonna be at a disadvantage.
17.
Gargle Snaff, the hero of Nilbog.
Exalting the goblins with a body tune. Go.
Maybe chieftain think you're funny. What this other guy got?
He's pretty.
Ew.
Know your audience.
He's got a hammer. Gets to mash things. I don't know.
How about my
Whatever.
water skin?
Fresh water?
Freshwater.
You drink that?
A slot opens at about knee level for you. Pass it in. If you pass sniff
Oh.
check, I'll let you in.
I'll hand it to him.
You hear? Smells okay.
Crystal Springs.
Mm-hmm.
Magic
Adorable.
in Crystal Springs.
The padlock is not actually attached to the door. The show. You hear a locking mechanism on the other side, and the door slides open. The padlock stays where it is.
I can respect that.
It's the honeypot lock.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see inside there is a den of goblin males. Most of them at like workbenches. There's a couple of big ones like cracking whips on the others and making them work over potions. And there's one on a big on a throne that's on a pile of flasks and broken lab glassware. He's got bandages on his feet. He yells, do you guys speak Goblin? Anybody speaks Goblin?
Nope.
Can I?
I
fix
do.
that? Hold on. I mean, I know he does. Diamond just heard he does. Drona has no idea that's the case. Comprehend languages. Doodaloo.
They're also a favored enemy.
So your passive perception is enough to hear him yelling something in the guy on the throne, or the goblin on the throne yelling something down to the door guard. And by the time you finish the casting the spell, it's like, you just let any stranger in here? Oh, they brought water. And and then it points at Stan and Strana. and gestures them toward the throne. It's set so he's basically eye level with you, Stan.
That's new.
Well, because he's on the pile of glass and a tall chair.
Ah,
We are seeking the last human who came through here. Oh, I don't know. Bow, Lord. I can roll with charisma.
Pervius.
Give me an insight check.
What?
Give me
Insight.
an insight check.
I still didn't hear it.
Insight.
Thank you.
You want me as well, or just her?
Both of you.
Seven.
21.
Nice.
Stan, you see him react at the name, and his eyes flicker over to one side, to one of the other doors into the chamber. And you notice it. There are no humans here. And
Dan will.
and that is true. He's saying that for sure.
It was said they passed through here. Where did he go?
Said by who? They lie.
Said by them.
Who? Who are you
I'm
gesturing?
gesturing literally at his underlings.
He just said he'd let you in. We talk. There are no humans here. He told you that.
The last human that went through here. When did he go and where did he go?
He came to beg, then left.
Where did he leave?
Out. We did not follow.
What did he beg
No,
for?
Back the way he came, wherever that was.
You could just smack me on the shoulder anytime, Stan.
All right, so I'm gonna do a deception roll. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna say, I can smell the human that was in here. I know you're lying. Tell me why there was a human in here. And I'll point to the door that he glimpsed at.
Okay. Gonna bluff.
Yeah, because I can't actually smell that. So that's the lie.
Fine enough luck, Gilio. I mean, that's third edition, but
19?
still.
19 ain't bad.
He says, okay. I know you lie, because I know there are no human here. But you're not going to leave. None of this is what you think. You're not looking for a human. You're looking for a goblin.
I swear to God, he sounds like a Ferengi. Human.
Dirty humies.
You fucking nerd.
Orbit. That's why you love me.
Mm-hmm.
Pervius is goblin. He tricked you
All
all.
goblins look like Nog to me now.
Okay.
Point to your hair, your ears.
Mhm.
He tricked you all.
That's a good trick.
Oh, that's about right.
So I guess we should go that way?
What you want him for?
The library's looking for him.
Why?
One of their
Healing.
stack went missing. That's the story we got.
Short version, healing. If more humans die, fewer humans flush shit. Fewer shiny things for you.
There'll always be more humans. Too many up there to count.
That's how we feel about goblins.
Not if a plague wipes them out.
I'm just gonna start walking towards that door now.
Human problems are human problems. Potion not his to give you.
Oh,
Whose is it?
to whom does the potion belong?
Everything this tribe make belong to me.
Your tribe made the potion?
It did.
Pervius is a goblin from your tribe?
He is.
You have some impressive potion
How
making.
did we believe he was human?
We do.
How did we believe he was human? How did he fool other humans?
Magic hat, all it takes.
Head of disguise.
That's the one. Oh,
I'm not in the
you're
room. Yeah.
Right, the door is still open. You can hear all this, but
but the bard would likely know what that is.
probably.
And also just be like, oh my god, seriously.
Right.
Okay, do you have the potion?
I know recipe. I know where to get recipe.
Do we know what this
Well-
potion did? I can't recall.
It healed cholera.
People.
Oh, that's right.
What would you trade for recipe? And would take trade from Pervius.
What did you give
Make sure
Pervius?
Pervius is alive and okay. Pervius has helped humans. Pervius has become a friend of humans.
Yeah, we know. The stink won't come off him.
That said, there's some value in that.
What did you pay Pervius? I'll take the same.
Do we know what they paid him?
Dan, do you have any idea what they paid him?
Don't you have shiny jewels? I bet that would make him happy.
Oh god, I do, don't I? This? Pretty.
I see that came out of a bag.
What about it?
Should have been slicker than that.
That bag looked pretty heavy.
All my bags look heavy. Do you not get many adventures this way? Like, come on, have some genre awareness.
I'll take half that bag, if they all as shiny as that.
We're gonna talk to Pervius first. We're gonna make sure it's
Sure.
the right potion first.
Under
I'm
guard.
not gonna give you for a lie.
Sure. Under guard. We have deal. He spits in his hand.
I won't threaten your guards unless they threaten me first. If they
Yeah,
threaten me,
yeah. Big upper crust talk. Everybody draw weapons eventually. We swarm you then. Till then, he has spit in his hand.
I'm gonna shake with a goblin. I'm just like, do I need to roll to hide my disgust?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
And he yells for a few people in Goblin. Just grabs a couple of names and some goblins in kind of mishmash armor, all with polearm weapons. Lead you to the doors where he glanced at. And from the other side, you hear ka-ching, ka-ching, and they open. And there's it's a dark stone corridor. They lead you past a few cells, essentially, like barred cells, or just like set in with steel. They set you in front of one of them, and it's bars in the front with kind of a wire mesh over it, and you see a goblin hanging upside down.
Pervius?
¿Quién es tu nombre?
He kind of cocks his head, like, I don't know you.
¿Quién es tu nombre?
You don't know me, but doesn't seem like you have many friends right now.
Oh, the chief's just mad. He'll get over it.
What's your name?
Pervius. Like you
Were you
asked.
helping? Were you helping humans?
I was getting paid.
Is there a way for me to enter the cell and cut him down? Because this just looks obnoxious.
Did the ranger shoot him down?
Also, Thomas, I have to pee.
Well, you should have gone at the last break.
I did! There's been a lot of
Right.
alcohol.
Well, we can take a brief bio break if you guys want. Otherwise, I was gonna try and wrap up between 11:30 and 11:45. I know we didn't want to go too late.
I'm fine with that. I just also it's my bladder's
Okay.
getting louder than you.
Take a quick piss.
Faster.
Meanwhile, while she does that, can I get a perception test from you? Click clap. Not Sting.
24.
Nice.
You hear the sounds of claws on stone from somewhere echoing back in the chambers, and a chittering sound like whispered goblin.
Also from that same direction? The goblin sound?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Away from, like, not where the camp is.
Right. Behind
other-
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
It seemed to be kind of they keep talking about where the food is, from what you can pick up. The echoes. You speak goblin, you say.
Yeah.
The language of my enemy.
Yeah, I figured favorite enemy is something he would learn.
It's a good thing to do as a ranger.
Mm-hmm. Well, my other favorite enemies are beasts and humans, so...
I love humans as a favorite enemy.
Mm-hmm. Well,
All right,
like you said, a lot of them are assholes.
Oh, Lord. That's Diamond's phone, too. All right, so what do you do about this?
Wait, I'm not exactly sure where. Am I like in an alcove or like?
I
I'm
didn't
not-
find it too hard. We were in this area when you hid. I mean, so the room you stopped in before the corridor had a lot of like moving machinery to it.
Uh-huh.
A fair amount of noise. I mean, it's not like fast moving like motors or anything. It's pistons and valves going very slowly. There's some creak, but there's plenty of cover and stuff to hide.
I'm gonna try to find a place where I'm hid from, where my back isn't exposed, but I can still hide, and I'm pointing my direction. I'm pointing my attention toward where I heard the sound.
Okay. All right. With that perception check, this seems to be between 10 and 15. Like it's a band. It's a wave of them.
Okay. I have no way of talking to you guys.
You're just hanging out with the
With
trap springer.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna send Lovelace to the other two to alert them.
Messenger crab.
Yep. Just have her run up to one of the two of them and like, you know, do like the dog tug thing of like thing.
Well, they're
Timmy? Well? Is little
they're
Timmy?
outside of the main room now. I mean, they're through a couple of doors. Like you saw them get led off, like down through another door before they left.
Oh, they're through shut doors?
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't do that.
You heard
Yeah,
that.
I
Like
thought-
your past perception's like
Right.
18 or something. You definitely heard everything that was going on in that room.
Yeah, okay. I didn't realize they had left that big room already. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't do that. I forgot.
But you're
I wish we had walkie-talkies. I'm a how far away is Trap Sugar?
Trap
you can
finger
see-
Sugarloaf.
I know.
I'm surprised. We're all surprised I remembered. So
he's hidden kind of the other corner of the room from you. And he also seems to have like perked up an ear. One of his little halfling ears is turned.
Okay. Can he see me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. He made it stay within sight of you.
I'm gonna give him a gesture of like, you heard that, right? Okay, yeah. Same answer as before. Protect my flank, but still
Okay.
see what happens.
And he pulls out 2 hand crossbows.
Of course he does.
And tucks away at a corner, like gets as hidden as possible, wraps a cloak around himself.
And just wait for something horrible to happen.
Okay. Meanwhile, you guys are chatting with Pervius.
Pervius, do you know the recipe?
Oh, I sure do. The only one that does.
It's not what your chieftain guy seems to think.
I'm certain he didn't figure it out.
I would like to cut him down. Like I said, door opening.
The goblins don't give you the keys.
So I think new plan. I smash this thing down. We break him out and we take him back up and fuck half your bag of jewels.
The goblins lower their pikes and get into a defensive posture.
He just sort
I
of
mean-
waves them off. Whatever.
We'd rather not,
Hey man.
but it's we pay him or we fight you. And wouldn't you do better if we pay him? You could cut him down. Cut him down. Can't talk us.
They don't seem
down.
to speak common.
Seriously?
If only I were there.
No, I'm just gonna fucking cast tongues, apparently.
Why do we need to talk to them? Why don't we just? I could smash this thing down. You don't need to waste a spell.
Because I also don't want to get another, like, stab in the side.
Pussy.
Right? Because hit points equal pain.
You
yeah.
get stabbed in the side all the time. Whatever. I just heal it. Cure wounds.
All right. The mob of goblins incoming is getting closer. The guards seem to be reading your intent and backing up and readying.
Okay, so Pervius, what the hell is his name?
Pervius.
Pervius. Thank you. Pervius, we are happy to offer you Oh shit, I can't remember the word.
Parlay?
Damn it! Not parlay, sanctuary.
What?
We're happy
No.
to offer you sanctuary as
I don't
well
want to
as
go back up there. Ew.
how's
I wouldn't
money?
have gone if it wasn't for her.
Who?
None of your business.
Some of my business, because we're trying to save your ass.
I'm fine. Chief will get over it.
The library would owe you a great debt. When the library owes you a debt, that's a pretty big one.
He spits. Bah, Hume library. We know better.
Well, then why did you come up with a formula to help them? If you don't like humans.
I didn't come up with the formula to help them. I found I figured it out just from experimenting. I discovered it would help them, and then decided to make money.
Where did you find it?
I made it.
Oh my god, I can't save your life. I mean,
Out of
you know,
my head. Goblin's smarter than most you dwarves.
Stan, it would take nothing to kill him right here.
That's true.
Like,
But
one fireball just bouncing around in there is just gonna burn him right up. I mean, he's gonna smell really fucking terrible, but
already does.
Ha!
fair.
And die in dungeon with me.
No, see, I'm fireproof.
You got to eat. Once they lock the doors, you just starve.
You'd be surprised. All right, so
I not go with you.
I'm seriously debating between persuasion and intimidation, but I almost feel like he's too dumb to be intimidated. So I want to roll a persuasion on give me a fucking bone here. Something I can do to save your ass and mine, because I'd rather save both of our asses than just let either one of us die. If I gotta choose between you and me, it's gonna be me. If they come over here for me, I'm killing you. So, let me roll that. How about lucky +2? How about an 8? Apparently.
Exceptional. He is thoroughly unmoved.
Stan, do something.
Look, stupid dwarf. You come down here thinking you run any part of sewer? Ha! You didn't even bring scary halfling or anything. No, you go back, you make deal with Chief, he give me cut, I get what I want. I dealt with human stink long enough.
What do you want?
None of your business.
No, really, because why would you make a deal with the chief when you can make a deal with us and we just give you what you want?
You don't have what I want.
What do you want?
Go away.
You don't know you don't know that we don't have what you want until you tell us what you want.
Go tell Chief bring back in Torturer. That better than talk to you.
What was the name of the woman who sent us out from the library? Doesn't even remember.
It was the concierge.
Mm.
If I have to go all the way back up and talk to Tolerant just to come back to figure out what random lady you're in love with, to figure out how to connect the two of you, I'm gonna be pissed about doing it.
You think I fall in love with some tall pink skin?
So who did you fall in love with? Otherwise, as far as I'm concerned, you fell in love with a tall pink skin.
Love is stupid dwarf human thing. I just like breed.
I don't know. As far as I can tell, you
Ew.
are just fucking smitten. Like, it's all over your face.
Did you hear what he said?
No, sorry, Thomas, I couldn't quite hear you. Say it again.
Love this stupid dwarf Hume thing. I just want breed. And you are not to my taste.
And the thing I'm saying is, love, breeding means the same thing to humans. So,
Oh, you gonna go make dumb dwarf deal with brood mothers? I get better shot with Chief. Get out.
So, you're trying to breed with the brood mothers. How are you going to impress him by...
Dwarf.
What?
Only game in town, dumb dwarf.
So how are you going to impress him by providing a potion to humans?
I get piece of coin.
You know what I
And
think we should do?
coins?
I think we should go back and talk to the library about if they want
You
to pay
mean-
for this.
They like coins like this? Or this? Or this fucking pile of coins?
Sure, give it to Chief. You make deals now.
You can't make your own deals? Really?
Not and breed. You got your no. You want me to give you nothing? Maybe I poison it. Maybe I give you tainted cure. How you like that? You get
I
what
like
you
it,
get. Just because you dwarf doesn't mean you run things, especially where sun don't shine.
I think we better go talk to the chieftain. But really, I think we should talk to the library. They should pay for this. Do they want it?
I mean,
The formula?
they're going to. It's essentially bringing them a receipt or keeping the recipe. You know the recipe?
Oh god, what would a goblin receipt look like? Written in mud and blood.
Probably.
All right, going back to talk to Chieftain.
Okay.
I'm gonna navigate this stupid fucking bullshit. Why are
Or
you making
else.
this like my day job, Thomas? Why are you making this like my day job? Don't you know I kind of hate you for it?
We could just kill them all. I mean,
Because everything is like your day job.
I'm-
So by this time,
Any engaging with other people is like my day job.
by this time, click clack, the sound of the mob has gotten close and then gone hushed. And you say, ready for last charge. And that
Oh.
we will cliffhanger for the evening because no sense starting a combat tired.
I was so eager to shoot something in the face.
You will get to immediately at the next session.
No, I just
There's
wanted to
visual
get out of here.
evidence that you have an action readied. Your perception check is on point. If you like, just for you. The first one crests, and they start with a mad charge. This thing is like foaming at the mouth. Razor-toothed goblin in black, like goblin skin armor.
It said something about ready for final charge or something like that.
Yeah, ready for big charge.
I'm gonna stay hidden and let him run past and shoot him in the ass.
Okay.
This is clearly goblin infighting, and I'm gonna let that happen.
Okay. Well, before you get much of a view of his ass, like the next one comes through, and it's just almost pouring over.
I'm letting
each
the whole horde go by,
right.
attack the camp, and then I'm gonna pick things off.
other. I'm just gonna nail the last one in line. Okay.
I'm gonna wait till they're fighting. I want to wait till they're fighting. I'm gonna let them.
Okay.
I'm gonna let the siege hit, and then I'm just taking out whoever makes me mad.
Okay. The last one in line is a hobgoblin.
I don't know what that means in this reality.
That is a taller, beefier, meaner goblin. They're goblins that are that tend to be in charge of goblins.
I'm gonna let him go do his thing.
Okay. And they charge madly and ferociously in as you guys are reapproaching the chieftain, and the door is still open.
They're quite a bit
All right.
hairier than goblins, as far as I can tell.
And that's where we will start next session. So thank everybody for watching. Thank you guys for playing. If you like what we do, hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit subscribe. If you want to see it better, check out patreon.com/GameBreakers and help us get some things like graphics or time or all the other things it takes to make this thing happen. But in the meantime, from David, Allison, Diamond, and myself, thank you for watching. This is GameBreakers. Have a good game.